What's up guys, I'm Shane and this is Spare Change. If you've got a passion for new movies and for new audio and video gear, then tap that subscribe button for new weekly videos. Today we've got Brightburn on 4K Blu-ray. I won't be reviewing the movie itself, but it's basically evil Superman. I'm just going to share with you my thoughts on the video and the audio quality. Let's go over a few tech specs. I couldn't find a definite answer, but the movie was shot digitally, possibly 3.4K. 2K or 4K DI? Not sure. It's rated R. Runtime is 90 minutes. Aspect ratio is 239:1, so there are black letterbox bars. This is a Sony release, so it's no surprise it's got an awesome 4K transfer. When you think of 4K, you probably think of crispy, sharp, clean, and detail-rich. Well, that's what this movie looks like. Fine detail is everywhere. Clothing had a very tangible appearance, from the little fibers on Brandon's wool mask to the piece of glass that was stuck in that lady's eyeball. Yeesh. Close-ups were obviously crystal clear, and some of the best I've seen. Edges were clean and sharp, and just the overall image was tight and well defined. As for HDR usage, it gives the image a bright appearance, meaning unlike some movies, HDR can make the image dim, kinda like Alita Battle Angel. A dim movie can make the picture overly dark and sometimes lead to bad black levels. Brightburn was bright all the way through, and I don't mean bright vivid colors either. It's not Aquaman, it's evil Superman. What colors there are during the daytime scenes had a very natural tone. So like I said, colors aren't going to blow you away. What HDR does is give Brightburn added depth and detail in the dark shots, which is pretty much all the movie. So shadow detail retains a great level of visibility, and HDR's whiter color gives the blacks and grays better gradational values. Spectral highlights make their way in the form of laser eye beams, and they do make the screen feel like it's heating up because it does get so bright. Otherwise, nothing's going to blind you, but you do get things like reflections and some lighting that sparkle nicely against the darker color palette.
Take the world.
Audio isn't Dolby Atmos, and I thought this was just an average mix. There were a couple overhead effects I took note of in Chapter 3 and 17. When Brandon starts hearing voices, they do encircle the room from every channel, which gives you a nice, almost in-your-head effect. There's some cool speaker-to-speaker panning when Brandon starts attacking the house in Chapter 15 and starts flying between channels. Other than that, I found mostly atmospherics in the surrounds and the high channels, and the occasional creepy sound. Bass response, as you might expect, has a very low, brooding, ominous tone when things start to get tense. It's low enough to tingle your skin, but not exactly action movie levels of slam. I liked how it was used and thought it was effective. Soundstage had a nice, wide, airy feel, which also added to the creepy horror factor. Dialogue was fine and always easy to hear. So for audio, I'm gonna go with a 7.5. There really wasn't anything crazy action-wise that happened, so it's not a loud, bombastic mix. I thought they could have ramped up the overheads a bit more when he was flying around off screen, or just throw in some more creepy sounds in the surround channels. But for what it is, it sounded fine and matched the on-screen visuals nicely. For video, I'm gonna go with a 9.4. This movie doesn't have bright, bold, lavish colors, but it's clean, crispy, and full of those 4K details. There's great black levels and great colors when they do make an appearance. So would you get this movie to show off your 4K display? Well, I suppose if you want to show off how good your black levels are, then yes. It's a nice dark movie showcase. The movie, on the other hand, I suppose if you like a different take on the comic book genre or horror movies in general, then I think it's worth a buy. I actually really liked it and I'm looking forward to a sequel. But anyways, if you want to grab this movie, I'll leave a link for it down below in the description. If you guys have seen Brightburn, then let us know your thoughts on this 4K transfer and how did you like it as a movie. Be sure to follow us on social media, and if you want to support the channel and get exclusive updates or just have any questions, then stop by our Patreon page. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you guys again in the next one.